guys, Merry almost Christmas if you celebrate. I know I'm trying to get better about not apologising, but I am sorry for missing last week. Surprise, surprise, I've been sick. Seems to be my default setting this year. First they thought it was cold and flu, so they gave me meds for that. It didn't go away, so then they thought it was whooping cough, and I went to the doctor yesterday, got the results back from those tests. It's not, and their guess now is something's triggered my asthma, which I didn't realise I'd had. So I've had 3 weeks now of constant coughing, so my voice is going to be horrible. I'll try and cut as much of the coughing out in editing as I can, but let's get to it because I'm pretty sure it's going to be a long video today. You'll see how long it is already. I do have a list to try and keep me in line, but yeah, I will just get to it. Some exciting news I didn't get to share with you last week. I have a new job, finally. I'm not sure if I've mentioned it exactly on this channel, but my current job was causing me a lot of stress, is causing me a lot of stress, whatever. I've been applying for a while with zero luck, but my luck finally changed and I start my new job on the 7th of January next year. Admin reception, not entirely sure what that entails. I was given a list, but until you're on the job, who knows. First step out of retail, so that's exciting and scary all at once. Yeah, the only downside to the new job, which, again, if this is all I've got to complain about, oh my god, it's very strict set hours, 8:30 till 5, so we do need to do a bit of juggling as far as the kids are concerned with school and dance, but nothing we can't sort out, hopefully, because, you know, we can't leave the kids at school, and dance, they can, I don't want them to miss, but, you know, we can't leave them at school, not allowed. Yeah, so I don't know what that means for my cross-stitching. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to take it to work with me. I don't think it's high security office in that sense. I know as a receptionist I've got to let everyone in, and that's why I'm on very strict hours. Yeah, so I'm not sure if I'll get any cross-stitching done at work. Obviously finishing at 5, I lose a couple of hours of stitching at dance, but I'm definitely going to make time for it because I love it, and yeah, we'll see in the new year how it all goes. Coffee, of course, is decaf at this time of night, but it's still coffee. Start. So, sorry, I will get to stitching eventually. This is just, I guess, what else is happening. Running out of room is what's happening. So, in the hope of, I guess, improving my mood, because I have had a bit of a tough time this year, I saw someone on YouTube. I'm sorry, I don't know who it was. It was completely when I was in a delusional state from being sick. They made little origami stars and just filled a bowl. It was for travelling to keep themselves occupied, and I thought I'd go like sort of one step further, and I'm going to write inspirational quotes or messages on them, and if I'm having a bad day, dig my hand into the jar and open up the star to read the note. My collection so far is kind of pitiful. I've got this many. Like, it is, like, the jar's as big as my head, so it's a big jar, but I think it will look amazing when full. Purple, of course, if you know me, purple is the way to go. I debated whether I should buy the official origami strips that were pre-done or make my own, and in the end I decided to make my own just for consistency, because that's who I am. There's an Etsy Selly. There is a seller on Etsy who I'm absolutely in love with, have loved her for a long time. She creates digital scrapbooking pages and has started expanding into planner icons. And the thing I absolutely love about her is she has 100 colour pack. So every design you buy, you get all 100 colours, which means no matter what I do, the colour is consistent. So I was able to sort of shake it up a little bit with design while having some order, and it's just perfect for me. And she's an absolute darling, has done so many custom jobs for me. I'll say, hey, look, I want this planner icon. She'll go, she'll do it, she'll, amazing. I will leave her link below if you're interested in that sort of stuff. But yeah, she's amazing. So I then go, these are the recent ones I haven't actually had a chance to cut yet. Yeah, so they look different, but promise you they're all the same colour, different designs, and then from that, and I print them on thinner paper than the standard so I can fold them easily, cut them into strips, which is kind of a workout for the hand, and I thought my hands were pretty, you know, strong and nimble thanks to cross stitching. And then, if I can get a fairly decent looking one, this way, nope, this way. It folds to be a gorgeous little star, and as I said, like I write on the back of them before I fold them, and yeah, I will keep building on that. Hopefully I won't need to use it too often, especially moving into the new job, but it's there, and if I don't need to use it for inspiration, it's just going to look really awesome. So there is that. I went to the Big Bash T20 cricket game last night. It was the third game, I think, of the series. Started on Wednesday. We went yesterday, which is Friday. And what else do you take to a sporting event but cross-stitching? I didn't actually stitch because I wasn't sure how much room and what the chairs would be like and whatnot. I took my gridding, so I got the Florist completely gridded. I did also get some of another project done, but you don't need to see a half gridded. You probably didn't need to see a fully gridded project, but anyway, got this done, and it was absolutely hilarious, or I thought it was. The woman sitting next to me kept looking, quite obvious, like she wasn't subtle, and I just was laughing internally because, yeah, okay, it's a bit odd to see at a cricket game. And as I was packing up, when the game wrapped up, she's looked at me and she's like, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be rude, but what's with the red squares? So I thought that was a bit adorable, especially how she asked. I explained it all and she thought it was kind of cool. So yeah, spreading the cross-stitch love at a cricket game. Now I'm going to go through my 2018 finishes, more than I expected, considering this is sort of first time actually finishing anything, and I've been dabbling on and off for 10 years, more off than on, but I've known about cross-stitch for 10 years, and all of my finishes have been this year. I did not have one finish before this year. I'm going to go in order of when I started them. Oh shoot, where am I? Still recording, yep. I have mostly set up this stage cross-stitch planner. One of the pages I have is this, all of my whips, and I put down what it is when I start and when I finish. I've got a couple in here grayed out. That means that I'm not finishing them. Oh, let's not break the iPad. He survived. And most of the ones, no, all of the ones that I'm not finishing from my started list are simply because I'm, hope I don't need that later, simply transitioning from the 18 count to the 28 count, so I'm just going to start them again. But I wanted to show that they were started, especially because some of them were mania starts, and that's my solution. Anyway, I'm going to get into my finish parade, which I have some. This way. My first ever finish, and one I still absolutely adore. This is the only FFO as well. I never finish anything, and clearly didn't even finish this. So, as I said, I've been stitching on and off for 10 years, and for my first finish to be this, and still technically not a finish, it was just too perfect to pass up. This is actually the only one I've signed. I'm getting to it. Did I say I'm going to do them in order of starting, not order of when they were finished? Because that's what I'm doing. This way. The next one is this cute little thing. I did it as a stitch along for Michelle Bendy's birthday. I did it for Michelle. This will get to her eventually. I'm sorry, Michelle, I haven't forgotten. I think this was in March. Your birthday's March, yeah. I just don't know how to finish it. I'll get it to you. It'll be with you by your birthday next year, that I guarantee. So I absolutely love doing this. It was such a quick stitch. Little ghosties done in what's the word? No, glow in the dark thread. So yes, absolutely love stitching that one. It's different to what I would normally stitch, so it was really fun to be able to stitch it for someone else. Next one is Connie G Tiny Sal. Absolutely love this. You guys know I'm in love with Connie. I've discovered a love for back stitching, which, not black work, which is essentially back stitching anyway. So that's actually most of my finishes, I think, are black work, just because they're so quick to finish. Most of my full crosses are full coverage, and I also have issues sticking with a project because I want to change it. Next one, Butterfly Effect 3. I'm not sure if this is 3, I just numbered the 3 butterfly effects in Mr. X, no, yeah, it is Mr. X Stitch, but X Stitch Mag by Jamie Chalmers. That was a quick day finish. Next one, Perman. Absolutely love stitching this one. So I've got another Perman to stitch currently, and Tash is keeping me in good supply because she's amazing, and then I'll just continue trying to find them all. Then we've got another butterfly effect. Again, lots and lots of black work, and these were a lot of mania starts as well. I made sure to put in a few smalls. Phases of the Moon. Absolutely loved this one. This was actually a single day finish because I couldn't put it down. The only thing I'm upset with is I only dyed this one piece of fabric. There are several more phases, obviously. Again, this is out of X Stitch Mag. So I may end up restitching this one because I will dye all fabric at once, so it's a consistent thing. Because I just don't think I can recreate this colour. So who knows what I'll do with this one. Maybe a rack or a gift or a giveaway, or I don't know, but it was so much fun to stitch, and I'm actually really looking forward to getting back into this one and the others. Then we've got the last of the 3 butterflies. Kind of upset that there aren't more because these were so much fun and so adorable and just such a quick stitch. Mindless, amazing. Can I say I love black work? Another little perman. This one took a long time considering the size because, you know, it is full coverage, but absolutely love it. Just so cute. I love permans. I love tiny things. So why have I got so many supersize charts from Haid? Another perman. Again, love it. This one caused me a lot of grief because I don't know if you can tell all of the little things from the fountain. Yeah, I miscounted them because I was on the phone to my brother and trying to organise the kids at the same time for dancing. So yeah, that one wasn't my friend at the time, but looks amazing now. With the permans, I don't actually plan on finishing, like fully finishing them anytime soon. Because they're so small, I'm going to struggle to find frames that fit them. What I'm hoping to do is when I am confident that I found all the permans that exist that I can get, I'm going to put them into a little flip book and finish them that way. And the last finish of this year, but first coffee. Sale I did with Kerry and Stitches, started October 1st because International Day of Coffee, and I absolutely love it. I've still got to do the other two, but I get to it when I get to it. I'm in love with this one. Again, I don't know how I'm going to finish it, whether I finish it with the other two or standalone. You don't realise how hard talking is until, you know, you can't breathe. I do plan on having one more finish for the year. Not there yet, but hopefully it will be. The Stiachalong. If you remember from last time, I had started this, like Home is Worthy. I ended up unpicking it because in the design I've created, because none of the ones they had done spoke to me as, like, I loved them, but nothing I'd want to sort of display. I only need Home is Where, so I needed to respace it. And you guys all know I'm completely obsessed with The Good Place, so I'm going to put Home is Where Everything is Fine, and then Welcome, because when they wake up it says Welcome, everything is fine, but I'm flipping it so it makes sense. I have sort of, I've written out the words, just haven't sorted out the spacing yet. But yeah, yay, grid books. But there's a team challenge that as many team members as possible finishes it before the end of the year, so being the team leader, team captain, whatever, kind of feel a bit of pressure to finish it. Sorry, need my phone. I may end up needing to insert these because I don't know, but we'll see how it goes. I thought my priority next year was going to be Fairy Bubbles. Absolutely love her, still want to get her done. But as I've been organising everything, I found this design which I have adjusted. So it's called Haystack Sunset, as you can clearly see here. It's by Heaven and Earth Designs, and that's obviously not how it's charted. It is a full design, a full piece. Actually, I think I did need my iPad. Just to give you a better idea. So this is what it looks like in full, but I'm in love with triptych art, and none of the triptych cross stitches that I've seen really spoke to me. So a while ago I had a play around and edited the photo, obviously cut it up, and I've decided that next year is the year that I focus on that. So what I did, I printed out the chart 4:1, so 4 pages per A4 sheet, and then I sticky taped them together to be one massive chart. then you can sort of see from there the design. And then I just cut along the grid lines until I was happy with it and what I thought would look good. And then I took a note down of what the new dimensions were. It was a process, like, to keep, like, this is the smallest piece, and this is quite large, so I don't know whether I will keep these, because, let's be honest, I'm not working from these. These are not, I don't even know which way this goes now. This way, I think. Definitely not working copies. But I also just don't want to throw it out because I have issues. So yeah, that is going to be my focus piece for next year, I think. I haven't fully solidified stitching plans. I know I want some finishes because I had so many this year and that was really cool. But I think that'll be what I really spend a lot of my time on. Other plans, I'm considering doing Mania again. It was a lot of fun this year. I don't think I'll do 31 new starts. I may just do 31 projects. Just because, who knows, I may have 31 enough for 31 new starts. We'll see how we go. We've got till May, so I've got a couple of months to sort it out. But yes, I do intend on participating in Mania. In what... I don't know. I don't know exactly how I will be participating, but I am participating. My other plans for next year, I want to cross-stitch both birthday and Christmas cards. Now, I'm not going to be able to cross-stitch enough for each person. Like, I'm not going to be able to give everybody a physically stitched piece. But Kerry photocopied her coffee time sale so she could hang one up at the office, and that gave me the idea that hopefully I'm going to stitch the card or stitch the piece and then photocopy it and send out a card. So it's a photo of the stitch, but hopefully the quality will be good enough it, will feel like it's a stitched piece and feel a bit special, but not actually have me stitching nothing but Christmas cards all year. The other Christmas thing, like, I don't do seasonal stitching. Like, I don't do any stitching really. I can't claim to do any specific stitching because I've just started. But the bauble project that Jamie did this year, oh, that's another finish that I clearly don't have with me because Jamie's got it. I want to try and make them 3D, and I want to have actual baubles stitched for my tree. So I want to work on it through the year and at least have one up there. Trying to figure out the construction is going to be the most difficult part because everything I find online is a tutorial how to stick them to the styrofoam balls. I don't want that. I want them actually constructed and stuffed with filling. So that's going to be... She wants me to go to bed. That's going to be next year's project. Again, I don't know if I'll have any baubles finished, but I want to at least have the construction figured out by Christmas. I want to have my cross-stitching organised. I've made a lot of progress on it the last couple of weeks. I want to continue that and have it all just... I will be able to pick something out and just go for it. At the moment, it's a complete schmozzle. So I want to have organisation completely done by the end of next year. And in that sort of same vein, I want the storage completed. I have had to make a few adjustments to my ideal storage because of money and space and actual ability. I have figured out my new storage. I've just got to price it and start getting everything I need. So that's another project. one thing that I'd love your input on. So my threads, you know, I keep them in little baggies. It's just how I do it. And do I have it here? And then my specialty floss, or variegated, I'm keeping on bobbins in little baggies. I'm going to be putting them in a folder. It's in my head. I'm not going to be able to explain it. So I'm not even going to try, because I probably couldn't explain it when I'm at my best. No way I'm going to be able to explain it currently. So yeah, this is how I keep them. Love this method. Works for me. My new storage idea works with that. I have specialty floss, or I'm starting to get specialty floss, the Cottage Garden threads. It's not going to work with the way they come. So absolutely gorgeous to work with, gorgeous colours. If you ever get an ATC from me, or anything really, I'm going to include at least one Cottage Garden threads, because they are an Australian company and we need more Australian companies in the race, I suppose. And the way they do it is an amazing idea. Like, absolutely love. Which one do you pull? Pull down on the left hand. So you hold on to it, pull on the left, and I'm trying. So, I did it. And then it unravels, and you've got the two pieces. So it is pre-cut, which doesn't bother me, because, you know, you need to cut it anyway. And you can just actually pull each single strand out as you need it. Go this way so I don't have it in my shadow on my face. This is just an amazing idea. The fact that they've come up with this so you can store it on the card, thread in its packaging. Yeah, so to keep it in the packaging, it's amazing. My old storage kind of could have worked for it, but like, it's a lot of space to take up. But because it's pre-cut, I can't use bobbins like I would for the other specialty variegated floss. So what I've attempted to do, and I'm not sure if I love it or how it looks, but I've tried to actually create my own little, like the DMC things come. It was kind of frustrating to deal with. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get a consistent size, because it was just kind of a nightmare. But does it look ganky? Like, I know it shouldn't matter what it looks like, but it just looks weird. I don't think I'll be able to get it too much smaller, so there's like a lot of extra room in it. I don't think I'll get it too much smaller because of just the way I need to work with it. Maybe I just need, you know, more talent. But then I would keep it in the little baggie like I do the DMC. So this is the current solution. It's got tweaks needed, I'm sure. What do you think? Do you think this is a solution that I should just, like, what are words? Refine? Or can you think of another way? I did try loading it onto a bobbin, but there's no way I'm going to handle all of the ends, because they're just, nope, not going to happen. And yeah, with my storage, this isn't going to work either, unfortunately, because yes, I will be having them in a folder on cardboard with the little, pretty sure they're called brads, just to keep them there. So I said I can't explain it, but yeah, this won't work. Does this look stupid, or should I just refine? I think that about does it, guys. I've at least finished everything on my list. I'm pretty sure I've got everything when I was doing it. I'm excited for the new year. I always think the new year is an amazing fresh start. Like, I know every day is a new start, But there's just something so refreshing about the first of a new year. I am being a little bit more lenient on myself. Normally I want like everything first gung-ho. I've been leading up to it with a couple of things I want to, like habits I want to maintain in the new year, just so it's not like a massive shock on January 1 and I know not to expect everything January 1. But we're moving into a good year. I've got a new job. I've got organisation in place. I've got an amazing support system, including you guys. And I'm excited. I'm excited to get more cross stitching done because I have sort of fallen off in the last couple of months of this year. Again, I've just been sick. This year has been a year of illness for me, and I know a lot of it has had to do with stress because I've had hundreds of tests and most of them come back negative. So, but yeah, thank you everyone. I'm pretty sure I'll see you before the end of the new year anyway. Yes, I have one more video this year. Hopefully I will have the stitch along finished to show you, as well as anything else I've possibly been working on. But until then, thank you for watching. I appreciate any suggestions down below for anything. You know, what you want me to stitch next year, any stitch alongs you know about, just anything. Love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye.